Welcome to KIMT's live coverage of the 81st North Iowa Band Festival Parade. Today's live coverage is brought to you by Midwest Construction and Mercy One North Iowa. And now your hosts, Amy Fleming and Raquel Hellman.
Good morning and welcome to the 81st North Iowa Band Festival Parade coverage on My 3.2. A beautiful day it is. I'm Amy Fleming, and joining me is Raquel Hellman.
Yes, hi, happy to be here. It's a perfect day for a parade, perfect day to be outside. Absolutely beautiful out here as we kind of wait for the parade to get started.
That's right, about 116 entries or so in this year's parade, and the sun is shining, and so it's been great after all the rain we've seen in recent days, which is nice. So we're really excited to get this started, and let's check in with Caleb Gillock. He's actually joining us from the street. He'll be doing some interviews for us during the parade.
Hey guys, that's right. This is my first Band Festival parade, and I know it's also KIMT Storm Team 3 Chief Meteorologist Chris Nelson's first Band Festival.
You better believe it.
Chris, I mean, we couldn't ask for a better day for the weather today, though.
So I was thinking about all the days that we've been through in winter here and in spring. Could you ask for, honestly, a better day than today? We have sunshine, we have temperatures, I think probably in the 60s or 70s. So the nice thing is we're not expecting any rain. We're not expecting any precipitation like we had last night in some parts of Iowa. I know they had a couple of tornadoes in Iowa and even east of that. So it looks like it's going to be a nice day for everyone. Hopefully we have some fun.
Right.
81 years here. Isn't that unbelievable?
It's crazy.
It is. So yeah, we'll be talking a lot more about all these different festivities that's going on here. But the big thing for us, though, the temperatures are going to be nice, I think, for today.
Perfect. All right, Amy, Raquel, back to you.
That's what we like to hear.
Yeah.
And kind of watching as some of the parade entries are moving their way, inching closer here. We are just moments away from the parade officially starting.
Yeah, and it's always such a fun time. People, I mean, I know people stake out their spots for days beforehand.
You know, I think it gets earlier and earlier each year. I see tents going down and marking the spots with chairs. And there is a no candy zone from the start of the parade until just past KIMT. And that is because it is a marching band competition.
Sure.
You don't want the kids to trip on the candy, and they want to do their best as they perform in front of the judges, which is right in front of KIMT.
Right here, that makes sense. We can hear the music starting up, so I think we're getting pretty close here.
Yeah, we've got the trombone fanfare way off in the distance.
Yeah, they sound good though.
Getting things going here.
Yeah. You can hear some applause. Sounds like it's getting started.
People coming to their feet to start the parade.
We're gonna go, did you know fact one?
Okay. While we're waiting for the parade to start, we're going to give you some fun facts here about the North Iowa Band Festival Parade. So it is the 81st North Iowa Band Festival Parade. Of course, it is not the 81st annual parade. The first band festival was held in 1928 in observance of Mason City's 75th anniversary. 8 years later, in 1936, the Iowa Bandmasters Association held its annual meeting in Mason City, and the festival was revived. World War II brought another pause to the parade. That was from 1943 to 1944. Pretty cool, though, 81 that this has happened 81 times. A long-running tradition that just keeps kind of evolving over the years, but still kind of keeping that same theme every year. So very cool.
Very interesting. Yeah, the trombone fanfare, the longtime parade tradition, a tribute to Meredith Willson's song. 76 trombones led the big parade. Here they go. Let's take a listen. Very nice.
Very good.
Yeah, this year they're joined by students from Lincoln Intermediate participating in their first parade.
Very cool. Very talented students and all across the area, and it's fun to see that.
Yeah, really, they just kind of say, you have a trombone, you want to play, let's get together
That's awesome.
and let's start the parade.
I love it. And everybody loves 76 trombones. Classic. All right, now we have the U.S. Military Color Guard making their way through. You can see them flags high. And some applause from the crowd here.
Members of the 1133rd.
Yeah.
And then we have the Mason City Fire Department and the police department, and the whole crew will be coming in one big batch here for the fire department.
Yeah.
They're showcasing their fire truck with that 100-foot aerial ladder.
Very cool. I feel like the kids always love to see this kind of thing.
Oh, yes,
come
the
through.
lights
It's a favorite,
flashing.
absolutely. Absolutely.
And the old-fashioned model
Very
following
cool.
behind. Engine 2 of the Mason City Fire Department.
Very cool. And coming up right behind them, we've got the Cerro Gordo County Sheriff's Office. Sheriff Kevin Pals has been serving as sheriff since 2001. Longtime law enforcement leader in North Iowa.
Doesn't look like him driving in
I
there,
don't think
but
so, no.
I don't know.
I don't think so. I couldn't
Probably
tell.
busy.
Brian's finding out.
Here we have the Grand Marshal recipients this year, Gary and Sharon Lindgren, recognizing a person or people of local or national prominence who have made a significant contribution to the development, history, or success of the festival. So this year, Gary and Sharon honored with that.
Let's go out to Caleb. He's gonna
Talk to the Mason City
yeah.
High School royalty.
perfect.
With the Mason City High School royalty, we've got Eden Lewerke as well as Nathan Ellsberg. Guys, just talk to me a little bit about what it means to be part of the King and Queen here.
It's just a great honor to be in front of our band, listening to the whole ride, whole ride through. It's a lot of fun.
And how about you?
Yeah, it's just a lot of fun watching it all get put together from inside coming out and marching.
Perfect. Thank you, guys.
The Mason City High School Marching Band, what a great job they do under the direction of Russ Kramer. And the Mohawk Dancers following right behind. Mason City High School and Newman Catholic are host schools for this band festival parade, not in competition, but hosting all of the other bands that are here today.
All right, here comes Mason City Mayor Bill Schickel. You can see him in his convertible there. He has been elected to his 4th term as mayor. That was just in November. He also served in 1989, 1997, and 2001. And he previously also served 3 terms as state representative for Iowa, and he works as the general manager of KCMR FM radio.
Very busy guy.
Yeah.
Bill and his wife Candy waving to the crowd. And let's see here. I think we're going to move on to First Citizens National Bank. First Citizens Bank, KINT, giving your best sponsor.
Yes. They entered into the Mr. Toot float category. And the theme is for citizens, 25 years as one, building excitement together. And that, of course, they're in the midst of a major renovation at their main location in Mason City. Here they come.
All kinds of locations, like you said, Mason City,
Yeah.
Latimer, New Hampton, Kanawha, Charles City, Clarion, Osage. So I bet there are people from all of the area communities.
We love
Joining
teaming up
in
with them
today.
for giving your best. Do our volunteer of the month, lots of other cool stuff. So that's
Very
always fun.
community oriented,
Mhm,
yes.
Absolutely.
Lots of familiar faces. I think I should have put a little sunscreen on this morning.
I know. It feels good, though. It's a perfect day for a parade.
Very nice.
Beautiful.
Sun is shining. Look at the kids. They're
Yes.
just loving this.
Everyone's having a great time. First Citizens, a little old-fashioned vehicle making its way through. Always fun to see.
Cruising in style.
Absolutely.
And we could go to the Klepnauer Award winner will be Dixie Overson, and named for Dan Klepnauer, a longtime volunteer and festival supporter. Let's go to Caleb.
The recipient of this year's Clip Now Award. Dixie, you've been involved with the band festival for 30 years now, or over 30 years. What's your favorite part of it?
Oh, definitely the marching bands. I love that part.
Is there any certain aspect of the marching bands that you like most?
Fun music and just the excitement in the parade itself.
All right, perfect. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you. Have a good day.
All right, there you have it. Dixie, over this year's Clip Now Award recipient.
All right, and here it comes. The chamber just making their way through. Now coming up behind them, we have got the Newman High School royalty. We've got Queen Zoe Marquis and Lucas Udelhoffen. There they are. They're waving to the crowd, having a good time. I think we're going to try to send it back to Caleb for a quick interview.
Well, that's right. I'm here with our Newman Catholic royalty guys. From what I read here, you guys are both involved with bands, so to be part of this course this year at the Band Festival Parade, what does that mean to you?
You know, it's really cool because I've seen people do this for years, and I've always thought that it'd be cool to do. And now here we are.
And how about you, Zoe?
It means a lot to me because I've always wanted to be band queen ever since I joined high school, so it's a big honor.
All right, congratulations. Best of luck to both of you.
Let's listen to the Newman Catholic High School Band, Little Tommy Two-Tone. Nice job, a little 8675309.
With our
And the
Band
Newman
Fest royalty
dancers.
now from North Iowa, I've got Katie and Shaden here with me. Guys, just talk to me a little bit about how it feels to be on the court this year.
Oh man, it's a lot of fun. I'm glad to be back here, and I'm having a lot of fun for sure.
Katie, what does it mean for you to come out here and be part of the Band Festival Parade?
It feels really good to be back. I love being back here. I'm having so much fun today.
All right, thank you both.
Thank you.
All right, we've got Diamond Joe Casino coming in right behind us here. Of course, Diamond Joe Casino's in Worth County. They are also a KIMT Giving Your Best sponsor. We love working with them on community events. Of course, Diamond Joe is a favorite stop for visitors across the Midwest. They've awarded more than $54 million to area groups through the Worth County Development Authority. So they've got a nice group, very appropriately themed. They've got the playing card costumes on. That's
really
fun.
neat,
I
yeah.
know, how cool. Very cool.
All of the parade entries are being judged. The floats are vying for some awards as well. The award ceremony at 2 o'clock in Central Park. Here's Clear Lake Bank and Trust with their float entry this year. The bank and its staff members.
It's pretty cool. Look at that.
Yeah, all the bubbles flying out
I
of
know,
the
how
back.
fun.
That really welcomes in summertime, doesn't it?
I love it.
Lots of boats, I bet, out on Clear Lake today
Oh, I
and
know.
this weekend.
Perfect day for that.
Oh,
Perfect
yes.
day to get the boating season underway. We got quite a crowd.
They do, carrying some signs and lots of smiles and sunglasses.
Yes.
I see today.
Oh yeah, I think everyone's excited to finally have some nice weather so we can enjoy this type of activity. The summer gets started.
Again, KIMT's live coverage of the 81st North Iowa Band Festival Parade is brought to you by Midwest Construction and Mercy One North Iowa. Big thank you to them for bringing this coverage today. And we have the Renewable Energy Group. Fuel Forward is their theme, producing biodiesel fuel in Mason City.
They've got quite a group too. Lots of people out walking today. Perfect. And behind them, we're going to be having, in just a second here, you're going to see Cent Credit Union. They're coming in right here in some bright blue colored shirts, and their theme is Life is Cooler at Cent. And they've got coolers. That's cute. That goes very well with their theme. Very cool.
I wonder if they're not passing some things out from those coolers.
It looks that way. It looks that way. It looks like they've got lots of goodies in there. Can't tell quite what they are.
Yeah, knowing Matt Cheezick and his crew, he's up to something.
Looks like candy to me.
along those lines of drinks. Ooh, Coca-Cola Bottling Company following behind, and a patriotic themed float here. Take a look at this.
That's so
wow.
cool.
Very
amazing.
neat.
Wonder how long it took to get that all lined up. Look at that.
Yeah, and you know, they are one of the 3 original Mason City Chamber member businesses, so that just shows how long that they've been in the community and the investment that they've made here in North Iowa. So congratulations to them. And what's the Coke Polar Bear guy's name? Does he have a name?
I don't know if he has a name.
I'm not sure either.
There he is. He's having a good time.
Yeah.
And then coming in behind them, we have Alpha Media USA. Of course, it's KGLO, KLSS, KIAI, KIAI. I got that right. Okay. KYTC, KRIB. Tim Fleming, of course, Bob Fisher have both been honored by Band Festival as Grand Marshal and the Klumpenauer Awards, respectively. And
shout out to my brother Eric. Right
oh, is he there? There he is. There he is. Yeah. Yeah, I'll let you take this one. You've got personal family connections.
Yeah, he's really enjoying the ride, blaring the music.
Had a good time.
All right, North Iowa Area Community College and all of the great things they do across the community. President Schultz there right at the, I don't know if you can quite see him on TV. He's making sure everyone and his staff and crew is all set to go. There he is, nice wave there. Such athletic success they've had this year, great academic success with graduation just a couple of weeks ago.
Very cool. Coming in behind them, we have NIP Fitness Center. Of course, it's a local powerlifting and fitness gym. They have 2 locations in Mason City and 1 in Clear Lake, so plenty of places for you to work out. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with your parade coverage very shortly. All right, welcome back to KIMT's live coverage of the 81st North Iowa Band Festival Parade, brought to you by Midwest Construction and Mercy One North Iowa. We've got Clear Lake Middle School coming in, the marching band. We'll take a listen to them here. They sound great. They've got 120 members. The band has been participating in the North Iowa Band Festival Parade for more than 20 years. Very cool. They sound awesome.
They do. Great job by the middle school from Clear Lake. Moving on to Koloff Media. They are entered in the Mr. Toot Award category in 98.7 Kiss Country, 103.7 The Fox, KIOW, KCHA, the whole crew there as well.
And coming up behind them, we have some of our state elected officials. You'll see here in just a minute, we have State Senator Amanda Reagan from Mason City and State Representative Sharon Steckman, also from Mason City. You see him waving to the crowd out there, saying hello to everybody.
Probably nice to be home after a legislative session.
Yes, probably excited for a little rest and relaxation as we get the summer season underway.
That's right. There's State Senator Amanda Reagan there, waving to the crowd, and Representative Steckman right behind, taking pictures as she always does.
Yeah.
We'll go on Facebook later and you'll see all of the great pictures that she's taken all along the parade route. It's kind of fun.
Very fun. Very
taking
fun
one of
to see.
us.
There we
Brian
go.
Tabak. Following behind there, we have the River City Rugby Football Club, that is, formed in 1972. Adults compete in the men's D4 Midwest Division. Boys and girls, high school teams are also walking with them today.
Oh, we've got some, looks like we got some rollerbladers too.
Oh, they're gonna do something.
Oh, cool.
They got moves, they wanna show them off.
They do, they do. All right, coming up behind them, we're gonna have the Cutting Edge Tree Service Arbor Master. They offer comprehensive residential, commercial, and municipal tree care services. And they're riding in, you're gonna see it here in just a second. There we go, Monster Beetle and the Metro van. Look at that. That's a very cool van. That looks like fun.
It does. Kevin Hardy is actually in this, there we go.
There.
See this here.
Oh, there he is, okay.
What was that called again?
So that was the
that's the Monster Beetle, and then
that
the
was
back
the
of
van.
this thing,
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called. Some big thing that's gonna lift him up.
Yep, and he's up there. Ooh, that makes me nervous. Oh!
I can't tell if that's Kevin or not. That might be one of his other crew members, but
Hard to tell with the helmet and the glasses.
he's got the bird's eye view. Ooh, I see Caleb.
Yep,
He hitched a ride
he did.
with the Rockford royalty. Let's go to Caleb if we can.
Hey guys, that's right. I was able to hitch a ride, and it's with Alana Noss, the Rockford Queen. Alana, you're going to the James College for Cosmetology, so you can make people like me here in a few years look pretty on TV, right?
Yes.
That's the goal. So what is it that you want to do as a career with that?
I want to go to California for an apprenticeship for special effects makeup for movie and TV shows.
All right, perfect. Well, congratulations to you, and best of luck.
Let's now listen and watch as the Rockford High School band goes by with another one bites the dust. Sound pretty good.
They
24
sound great.
members there.
Very
Yeah.
cool, very cool. Now we're going to see NSB Bank. They are competing in both the Grand Marshal Award for Best Use of Festival Theme and the Mr. Toot Award for the Best Use of Any Theme. Of course, they are a local bank with locations in both Northwood and Mason City.
Very nice.
Yeah.
You know, back to the bands just a little bit. We've had so much district consolidation that you'll see a lot of schools combining. So maybe not as many bands as in years past when they first started the parade, but still they still come back year after year.
Year after year. All right, now we've got Oak Leaf Collectibles. They are, as you can see, they're decked out in some really cool superhero themed costumes. We've got Pikachu on the back there. Is that the Hulk?
Good job. I see Captain America.
Yep. And they hosted.
I can't remember what that
I
one
know. I'm
is.
trying to think of what that is too. I don't know.
I
They
saw
did
that
host
movie,
a free
though.
comic book day earlier this month, though. So they are very festive. I love their costumes.
Yeah,
Awesome.
that's great. Here we have Pritchard's Lake Chevrolet, locations throughout North Iowa, including new ownership of the dealership just off of I-35. Always very community oriented. Scott and Tim Bem and crew. And we will be right back with more coverage on My 3.2. Stay with us.
And we're back.
Welcome back, everyone. We have the Northwood Kensett High School royalty, Queen Sarah Yazik and King Ethan Welch. Sarah plans to attend the University of Northern Iowa and major in English education. And Ethan plans to attend UNI to major in education, minor in coaching, and participate in the UNI pep band. Oh, we could go to Caleb, too. I see him walking. Quick comment there from the kids.
Well, yes, I'm here with the Northwood Kensett High School royalty, Sarah Yizik and Ethan Welch. Sarah, talk to me a little bit about what your plans are after high school.
My plans are to attend UNI to major in music education with a minor in special ed in English.
And you're also going to go to UNI. You're going to be in the pep band also there, right?
Yep.
What kind of drew your interest in that? Just want to keep the music going?
Yeah, I've just loved music lately, so I'm going to keep going.
All right, perfect. Thank you guys, and best of luck.
All right, we've got the Northwood Kensett High School Band. We'll take a listen to them. They're under the direction of Jared Barnes, and they're playing Free Ride. They sound great as well.
Great job there. Here we have the American Legion Post 101. Members of the American Legion Post 101 and Ladies Auxiliary combined together on this one. People coming to their feet as they're waving the American flag. And really thinking about what Memorial Day means to them and what this weekend really is all about.
Good time to stop and just think about the service, everybody who served and the families of those who have served, and kind of reflect on all of that.
Patriotic vehicle there as well.
I know. Yeah, that's cool.
And then we have more patriotic themed floats moving behind as well. The Vietnam Veterans of America, Chapter 790, Vietnam era veterans from North Iowa. A big salute to them.
Yes.
Always gives me goosebumps.
I know. So think about what they've been through and the sacrifices that they've made, and they deserve this standing ovation that they are getting from the crowd right now. And of course, we're continuing with this theme, the North Iowa Detachment Marine Corps League coming in right now. As you can see, they've got the cool plane on the front of their float, all the flags.
And all the work they do with KIMT, with the Toys for Tots campaign year after year. Just a big impact on North Iowa and area kids.
Lots of cool things that they do in the community for sure. Mason City Ford Chrysler coming in, and this is interesting. They actually provided the vehicles for the dignitaries and royalty today. So that's an important part of the parade.
KIMT's live coverage of the 81st North Iowa Band Festival Parade is brought to you by Midwest Construction and Mercy One North Iowa. A big thank you to them. Stop by and tell them thank you too as well for bringing today's parade coverage to you and making that possible on My 3.2. Here we have Central Springs. Now the high school royalty marching with the band today, Queen Hannah Hill and King Jacob Verhelst. And they often opt to do that because this is the last year that they can play.
Oh, yeah.
So here we go, Central Springs High School Marching Band. They got a little grooving going on.
Are they doing the Cupid Shuffle? I love the Cupid Shuffle. And they're dancing along with it. That's awesome. All right. So this is an interesting fact. Robert Reiniger Meredith Wilson, that is his full name, was born May 18th, 1902 in Mason City. He passed away from heart failure on June 15th, 1984 in Santa Monica, California. But he's actually buried right here at the Elmwood St. Joseph Cemetery in Mason City. I did not know that was his full name, so always something new to learn, absolutely.
We know these people. Here's KIMT News 3.
There they are.
Hello.
We see all of them. We've
all
got
of our great coworkers. I think Caleb might be able to catch one of them.
Yeah, let's go to Caleb. He's got Tyler.
Oh. Well, anyway, we're playing some great music out of this KIMT News 3 live truck. There's News Director Jamie Cobley and her daughter Gabby waving to us.
Got the whole crew out here.
Hey, Gabs.
All right.
Okay.
Pepsi. We've got the Pepsi float here. All the Pepsi staff, always having a lot of fun. It's a nice day to enjoy.
They have the
Nice cold.
Aquafina car right in front of them as
Yep.
well. I'm already thinking, I am a little thirsty.
I know.
How
Pepsi,
far are we into
water,
this
I
parade?
know, right? It's getting
very
warm
tempting.
out here. Beautiful day though, but definitely warm.
We're close to being about halfway through the
Okay.
parade, I want to say, moving along pretty nicely, but
Yeah, it goes so fast, We get through quite a bit of them in a short amount of time.
it does. And some River City hot rods.
Yeah. These are always so fun to see. I think a lot of people look forward to seeing all these old-fashioned cars, and they're actually going to have a car show coming up on June 1st, pretty soon here. That'll be at the North Iowa Event Center.
I'm terrible with what these cars
I
are.
have no
I just
idea
know they
either.
look really cool.
They look really cool. They look very old school. I wouldn't know either.
They
so
sound cool.
They do. I'll take a look at this, and then we're going to head to break. Take a quick break. We'll be right back with your parade coverage.
Welcome back. Hey, the first band festival was held in 1928 in conjunction with Mason City's 75th anniversary. A few high schools had marching bands back in these days, and the festival was held nonetheless. 5 local high school bands joined the Mason City High School Band to provide music for the anniversary celebration.
Fun.
Pretty cool.
Very cool. You can see the cars are still coming through. They had quite a bit, and they're still so fun to watch. They all look so different. We've got some bright colors. Very cool. And again, they are having the car show. I believe that's June 1st at the North Iowa Event Center. If you'd like to go check out some of the vehicles you're seeing come through right now.
I bet they're glad they didn't have any rain after they washed those cars and got them all ready for the parade.
Absolutely.
Ooh, is that a little Star Wars guy?
Yeah.
For Serve Pro. Cool. Entry features Serve Pro vehicles and some dogs as well, vying for the Mr. Toot Award today.
Yeah. Dogs are probably loving this weather too.
Yes, yes.
Be outside, not rainy, won't get muddy.
Yeah, dogs really just allowed in some of the entries.
Yeah.
They go through the process for the parade, but really no dogs along the parade route or in
Right.
Central Park today for the festival. For,
Good reminder.
yeah, obvious reasons, but Serve Pro moving through with all of their vehicles in a nice green and orange color.
Yeah, they definitely stands out. Green and orange.
Ooh, see that guy?
Oh.
Saturday events.
Look at that. Well, wait a minute here. Let's see that guy in that bike. Look at that.
Oh, look at this.
This
there's
is
a
a
few of
show
them.
we have to catch.
Okay,
on
yeah,
the
this is
corner
cool.
of the station here.
I wonder what those are even called. I've never seen those before. So this is top of Iowa Shrine Club. They're called drift trikes. Okay, I had never heard that before.
Getting
They look
fancy.
really fun. They look really fun. They look like they'd be hard to drive though. Oh my gosh.
Takes lots of practice, I bet.
These
But
guys are pros.
they're having a good time.
They are having a good time. This is fun to watch. Look at them zoom by.
Oh, goodness.
My gosh, they are really going.
Quite
they
the
have
show.
8 of them. So that's drift trike. I had never heard of that.
Saturday events, guys. Saturday events.
Other than the parade today, don't forget the carnival opens up with concessions and marketplace at noon today. You can catch the Mohawk Dancers performance at 1:30 in Central Park. Nyack Extreme Makeover announcement, that's going to take place at 2 o'clock. That's really fun. I'll be down there for that awards ceremony today, and that's also when they will award all of the bands. We'll find out who won today's parade competition. The floats will find out. That Extreme Makeover announcement, 2 o'clock. Check that out. Instrument petting zoo from 3 to 5.
That's cool.
That's kind of new. We added it last year. As a member of the Band Festival Committee, I should say, we added that last year for kids to just come down and maybe try out an instrument.
Sure.
So check that out downtown today, too.
All right, this is Cargill Protein. Their theme is Forward March with a Great Breakfast. Did you know that Cargill plants make the eggs and burrito mix for McDonald's breakfast? I did not know that.
Yes.
That is very cool. And they're
right
competing
North
for
Iowa.
the Grand Marshal Award. There they go. They've got the McDonald's breakfast right on there. Looks good.
That does look good.
It does. Some balloons.
Lots of entertainment tonight, too. I didn't mention that, but Brat Pack Radio.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen them, but really a fun 80s band.
Yeah. I've heard they're great.
Yeah.
I haven't seen them before, but I've
There's
heard
a
they're
chicken.
great. There's a chicken, and he's got a balloon.
Got an egg.
That's what it is. It's an egg.
I'm going to guess.
That would make sense. Didn't think of that. I couldn't figure out what was going on there for a minute. But that's funny.
You can hear people chuckling in the crowd,
Oh,
too.
yeah. Definitely getting a laugh. Here comes Window World of Mason City. They were honored as Small Business of the Year by the Mason City Chamber. So congratulations to them. That was back in 2016. They continue to be major business here in North Iowa. And they've got a couple flags going. You can see the flags blowing in the wind, but it's just a nice breeze. Not too windy. It's just about perfect.
It really is perfect.
It feels
Not
good.
Not a cloud in the sky, really, either.
No, man, you couldn't get a better day for a parade.
This year's theme is Forward March.
That's a good theme.
Getting the wave there from Window World.
So in 1938, the festival featured 47 bands and was held in conjunction with the centennial of the territory of Iowa. The crowning of the first band festival queen, Shirley Morgan of Sheffield, also took place that year and would be a continued tradition. Let's go to the KIMT parade view. Let's take a look at that.
Oh, yeah, that's KIMT's float entry as they're marching down State Street, getting a view of the parade. That's really neat.
Yeah, we've got the whole crew out there. You can see they're tossing out some candy, looks like. There you go.
Here we have Garner Hayfield Ventura Royalty. And Caleb, who do you have?
Amy, I've got Leah Johnson and Bryant Cook here. Leah, she plays saxophone. She's going to go to Iowa Central and pursue a career in criminal justice. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I've always been interested in criminal justice and stuff, so I thought I'd pursue my childhood dreams with that.
And Bryant, you're going to go to Nyack, correct?
Yes.
And what are you going to do there?
I'm going to be going into the education field for secondary American history / government.
All right. Well, best of luck to both of you as you pursue your future endeavors.
Thank you.
Coming in behind them, we've got the Garner Hayfield Ventura High School Marching Band.
Under the direction of Jeff Griffin, Class 2A with 50 members performing Separate Ways by Journey. Nice job by the Garner Hayfield Ventura High School Marching Band.
All right, Waldorf University, of course, located in Forest City. Here they come with their sign and their flag, the Warriors. And of course, you can take classes there both in person and online. Lots of opportunity for higher education in our area, and Waldorf is one of those options for you.
Nice to have that option to just take classes online, really, you know, these days.
One of my friends is a professor at Waldorf, and she does primarily online classes, and, you know, it's a great way. You can have your life outside of school and still get your classwork done.
Absolutely. Maybe pick up even a couple just during the summer, too, if
Yep.
you have time. Just
Yep.
to
Great way
add
to get that
in.
education in, for sure. Got some warrior-themed headgear on there.
They're telling her to wave. She's not having it.
Oh, she is not having it. That's so
Aw, have fun, little
cute.
one.
The sun is bright. And here comes Central Park Dentistry. We've got the employees and families of those who work there, and they were the winner of the Chamber's Small Business of the Year Award back in 2017. They've got a fun little retro van there too.
Passing out some Lays,
yeah.
Hawaiian theme. Charles H. McNider Art Museum, the theme this year, Art Splash, to celebrate the McNider Arts Festival. That's happening June 8th, always a fun time. Kicks off at 9 with the mayor and city council's pancake breakfast and lots of fun activities for the kids. So check that out June 8th at the McNider Art Museum.
We've got some fun, colorful outfits going on there right now. Nice tie-dye, nice and bright.
Yes, they do. Hope you're enjoying the parade, little guy, little girl. Can't tell with the sun here, but you're so cute.
So cute. So cute. All right, here comes the Mason City Youth Task Force. Their float features the theme, "Oh, the Places You'll Go, Forward March." Very appropriate. They are vying for Grand Marshal and the Mr. Toot Award. So they're starting to make their way through here. They have a very cool Dr. Seuss, I think, right? Is that, yeah.
All the Places You Go,
Yeah, that's the Dr. Seuss book, and they've got a very cool float coming up here. Oh, look at those. They're enjoying the parade. Oh. And here comes the Youth Task Force.
This is a very creative float.
I know. I wonder how they
Wow.
did that.
The time and effort that must have taken.
It's great. Great theme. Very colorful.
Oh, it makes it so much more fun, too.
Uh-huh. So fun.
I hear them playing 76 trombones. You hear that gal playing it right now, I think?
Oh, yeah. She must have a... Okay, that's really cool. Well, in 1948 and 1950, Meredith Wilson, Mason City's native son, distinguished composer and conductor, as well as the one-man Chamber of Commerce for this community, he returned for the festival and played a prominent part in its festivities. He and Mrs. Wilson rode at the head of the parade and later reviewed it. He was the central feature for the bandmaster's luncheon, and his compositions were sung and played at the finale.
Interesting.
Yeah, very, very interesting.
Here's First United Methodist Church walking by a Vacation Bible School theme to Mars and Beyond. Let's talk to Caleb. He's got one of the marching band judges.
Amy and Raquel, that's right. I'm here with Lane Powell. He's one of the judges. And Lane, this is kind of making me think back to 5 or 6 years ago. I was a senior in high school marching in the Indy 500 parade. But just tell me a little bit about what you guys do as the judges here today.
You bet. The Tri-State Judging Association, we do about 30 parades around the Midwest all summer and spring. And we have 3 judges today. One looking at the music that the band's playing, one with the marching that the students are doing individually, and then I do the general effect, the overall music and marching together. What kind of effect does that have for the audience? And we score each one of those separately for a total score.
Now, I know what you're doing, walking around, talking into your phone, but for the viewers that don't know, tell us a little bit about that too.
Sure, we're giving feedback and comments to the students and the directors to help them improve throughout their year, and then we send that real time to the directors so they have it when they're done with the parade to take back to rehearsals next week.
All right, perfect. Thank you, sir. Another band coming up. I'll let you get back to it.
Beautiful day. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
All right, there, that is the Friends of the 457 you saw moving past, and now I think we are on.
Yeah, the Cannonball Day and the Evening Lions and their chicken barbecue, that'll be coming up.
June 29th. Sounds good. And this is the first year the Lions are teaming up with Kiwanis to put on the event, and they needed more help because it's just getting so big. So that's good news.
That is good.
Yeah.
That's great. Nice to get that perspective from the judges, too, into what they're looking for today in the marching bands.
Smells good.
We have West Fork High School. And their marching band. under the direction of Jason Grunkley. The West Fork Middle School marching band of 45 members.
They're playing The Middle by Jimmy Eat World. It's actually a combination, it looks like, of middle school and high school students. They're competing as a middle school band.
Nice job by West Fork. Here we have United Way of North Central Iowa, under the direction of new CEO Jen Ahrens.
Do a lot of great things, of course. Provide a lot of good services for the community.
Absolutely. And the IOOF Home and Community Therapy Center is up next, providing inpatient and outpatient care for people with a variety of needs.
They've dressed very patriotically today. A lot of fun. Fun red, white, and blue gear there.
And getting a peek at Caleb with the North Iowa Mopars. As he's walking along the side there, we'll try to catch up with him, featuring a variety of classic cars from Mopar members.
Yeah, that's right. I'm here with Robert with the North Iowa Mopars. Robert, nice looking Plymouth here. What's it take to keep these cars up?
A lot of work, a lot of polishing.
A lot of hours out in the garage?
Yes, a lot of hours out in the garage.
All right, perfect. Thank you, sir, and have fun out there today.
Okay, well, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with your parade coverage soon. Welcome back to your live coverage of the North Iowa Band Festival Parade. These are the Mason City Mopars? North Iowa?
Mopars.
Mopars, okay.
Lots of cars in this group here.
Looks like this little one here. Got her little sun hat.
Enjoying the parade, a little camera shy.
Aw.
Mason City Pride with their float entry this year, celebrating the upcoming Mason City Pride event, scheduled for August 16th.
Music, food, vendors, drag show, craft beer, and more.
Looks like they've got a good group with them there today.
They do, yes. Here we've got the Humane Society of North Iowa. There's Executive Director Sybil Sukup leading their parade. And we got lots of very cute adoptable dogs walking in that parade as well. At least I think that they're some of the adoptable ones. Of course, they do great things for the animals in our community. And
Caleb has Sybil.
There, let's go to Caleb.
Yeah, I'm here with Sybil. Sybil, they said no dogs today. How'd you get them all in here?
No dogs? Oh, our dogs are special dogs.
Great dogs. Just talk to us a little bit about your guys' mission.
Sorry. So the Humane Society of North Iowa has been serving animal needs in North Iowa for over 60 years now. We are the largest no-kill shelter in the region, and we serve cats, dogs, pocket pets, all sorts of animals that need our care, homeless, displaced animals, and we are proud to be a voice for those without one.
All right, well, thank you guys for coming out today and keep these pups cooled down a little bit.
We brought lots of water for them, so it should be good.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
And you can, of course, catch KIMT's Pet of the Week. Sybil joins us every Wednesday on KIMT News 3 First at 4, where she introduces us to an adoptable animal every week. Always love to have them on.
So fun.
Yeah.
I never know if I'm going to see a dog
right?
or a cat.
Always something new.
Yeah.
Looks like the dogs are walking. They've got their little vehicle now.
Support group with the water and such.
Yes, they would need that with all those dogs.
Here we have overhead door of Mason City. operating in town for more than 50
Wow.
years.
Impressive. Dressed in red. And a nice crowd going with them as well.
Patriotic theme going again, too. Lots of red, white, and blue today, and bright colors.
I know.
would think.
It's great. Gets us in the mood for summertime.
And we have the National 19th Amendment Society here, celebrating women's right to vote. Float featuring a yellow Model T and suffragists walking.
Yeah.
Thinking back on history and
Yeah.
how far we've come in that regard.
Very, very cool to think about that. And they're all dressed kind of in their historical garb. It looks very cool. Pushing a little buggy there.
I'm excited for this next band you're about to see here, St. Ansgar High School Band.
They've got a good song choice, don't they?
They do,
I
yeah,
like
Class
it.
1A, 25 members. Let's check it out. Well, if you didn't pick up on it at home, that's a little Katy Perry.
Katy Perry,
Yeah.
Dark Horse, yes.
Nice job, St. Ansgar.
Here comes Shook Eye Chevrolet Volkswagen. What you're seeing are 3 vehicles that are for sale if you're in the market for a new vehicle. They also provided convertibles for some of our royalty and dignitaries today. It's amazing to think how many cars are needed for a parade.
Absolutely.
So it's
yes.
nice that they can all provide it and help
Lots
out with
of
that.
Convertibles in need today from all of the area car lots. A big thank you to them.
Yeah.
And checking out some of the facts about the parade. 1950, Meredith Wilson composing the University of Iowa's fight song, which is still played to this day. In 1953, he wrote a pep song for Iowa State University that's still also played. He also wrote the fight song for Mason City High School.
That's so
things you didn't know.
I did not know. Lots of cool stuff about Meredith Wilson. We're going to go to our parade view. That's our KIMT News 3 crew walking in the parade, throwing out that candy. There's Mike Bung in his sun hat. And they're having a good time out there.
Lots of people lined along the sides of the
I
streets.
know. Look at the crowds. That's awesome.
Big crowd here today. The weather always helps with that.
I know. It's perfect. And there we go. We're seeing some of the kids that are out enjoying this beautiful weather. Crowds waving to their camera. There we go.
We have some Star Wars themed
kids
with Lee Realty.
We've got Princess Leia and Darth Vader. Oh, and they've got quite the float coming up here.
I'm being told that Meredith Wilson also wrote Newman Catholic's fight song as well.
Really?
I didn't get through some of these other songs here. I'll
He's a
pop
busy
back
guy.
and take a look here as we're looking at Lee Realty. You know, Till There Was You, of course. It's beginning to
great
look
one.
a lot like Christmas. Till There Was You was recorded by the Beatles, but things you just didn't really put together with Meredith Wilson. And
he was a busy guy, had a lot of accomplishments. Very, very cool. Lee Realty coming through here with their Star Wars themed float. They're hoping to win either the Grand Marshal or the Mr. Toot Award. And of course you can see it is a Star Wars theme, the Imperial March. The Force is strong with this one. And it features an 8-foot, what?
It's an AT-AT.
Raquel,
Raquel, it's an
I
AT-AT.
don't know, I'm sorry. I don't
checked
know
it
my
out,
Star Wars.
And I double checked with Mike Bung.
Okay, Mike Bung
So
is
Mike
the
Bung,
expert.
our assignment manager.
Okay. An
he's-
AT-AT, that's what that is?
That's an AT-AT.
Okay, I need to brush up on my Star Wars, apparently.
Empire Strikes Back.
Okay. It's really cool, whatever it is. An AT-AT.
It
Good to know.
is.
I learned something new.
Nice float put together again there, Lee Realty.
And here comes Lime Creek Nature Center. Always a great day to be out there today at Lime Creek. Of course, they're located just north of Mason City off of Highway 65. The learning facility provides conservation education programming for thousands of people of all ages each year. And Lime Creek offers a wide variety of outdoor recreational experiences, of course, too. And they are in the running for the Mr. Toot Award.
And next up, the Mason City Masonic Lodges. carrying the flags and people standing again in honor.
Yeah.
More folks moving through with the Masonic lodges. Well, hopefully everybody is enjoying the parade here on My 3.2 and online, streaming online, KIMT.com. Big shout out to you, and we'll be right back with more coverage of the parade. Stay with us.
Back to our live coverage of the North Iowa Band Festival Parade. Our coverage brought to you by Midwest Construction and Mercy One, North Iowa. Here come the North Iowa Shriners. look at their costumes. You'll see it in just a second here.
Brian Tabak hopped on the bus there. The Shriners Band.
Very cool. Fun costumes.
Clint Thomas and State Farm will be following up. We have a full crew of Shriners right now, though, with the North Iowa Shrine Club and the cars. They have
Here
more
they come.
cars. Well, these are the ones I was more familiar with. You know, we saw the ones earlier on the three wheels.
The dirt trikes.
This is the one that's a little bit more common.
That looks so fun.
Would you do it?
I think so. I think so. It looks fun. It looks hard. I bet it's harder than it looks, though, right? I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
A good time.
Maybe next year we stick Katie Lang, George Mallet, Chris Nelson. We'll have that be part of the KIMT.
That'd be great.
And we can sit back and just laugh.
That would be very entertaining. Very entertaining. Take a look at our live. Look at that. Nice aerial view of the little Shriners cars racing around here.
This might be right up Caleb's alley, though, coming from Indiana, Indy 500.
Oh, yeah, yeah. We can put him in one of those. More Shriners coming through here. All right, for the 15th festival back in 1953, Mason City celebrated its 100th birthday. 5,000 band members from 100 communities in North Iowa and southern Minnesota converged on Mason City on Tuesday, June 9th for the North Iowa Band Festival. 100 queens from throughout the area also participated. So yeah, we're gonna go to our parade view now. There we go. KIMT News 3 crew making their way through the parade route, tossing out candy, saying hello to everybody.
About a 1.5 mile route, really, when you walk the entire parade route today. Here we have Clint Thomas State Farm Agency.
Is that a hoverboard?
It is. That's a way to...
It's one way to get through the parade.
Get through the parade, yeah, on wheels.
He's doing pretty good on that, too. Look at him go.
I've tried that. We have one in our house.
I have, too.
It's
How did it go
scary
for you?
For me.
Yes, very scary.
One-time deal.
Yes, I agree. It's a cool little
The message of don't text and drive is the message there
Always
from
an
the State
important.
Farm Clint Thomas group.
Here comes Metalcraft, international leader in identification tags like RFID tags. They won the Chamber's Workplace Wellness Award back in 2017. Very cool.
Good for them. Yeah, that's great.
They come.
Got some bags they're carrying and some balloons, pom-poms.
Little girl on a scooter. Smart way to get through.
Little pup.
Balloons.
Once again, don't forget to stop downtown in Mason City today for all of the activities. Really right after the parade wraps up, you can head downtown and check things out.
And of course, our coverage is sponsored by Midwest Construction, Mercy One, North Iowa. So a big thank you to them.
We have the Mason City Youth Hockey Association. Some young hockey players. You know, they're looking forward to starting that 2019-2020 season in the new multi-purpose arena in Southbridge Mall, and we've covered that in news stories.
Absolutely.
And really, from the beginning to the end, that'll be really neat to see that all come
And
to
work on the
fruition.
arena is actually ahead of schedule, so that's always exciting
It
too.
is. Very exciting.
Nice for them to have a new place to play. Looking forward to that. They've got quite the crowd out here too.
Yes, they do. Skating through.
Yes.
A different type of skate than they're used to, but
still the same idea.
Same
They've got it
idea.
down. Of course, there's lots of other events happening today. The carnival, of course, going on. Mohawk Dancers performance, that's at 1:30. The Nyack Extreme Makeover announcement at 2. The award ceremony at 2 as well. Then, of course, the instrument petting zoo, which I think is a super cool idea. Get a chance, kids test out some new instruments. We got Paul Weitzel at the hats and the Brat Pack radio tonight at 7:30. All right, we're going to go out to Caleb now. All right, well,
I think he's checking his mic there really quick. Can we hear you, Caleb? Nope, we'll have to do a check on that. But we have the Clear Lake royalty. Queen Kara Reinecke and King David Getzlaff. Congratulations to them. Kara plans to attend UNI and study elementary education. David going to Wartburg College to study computer science and play in the band.
Well, best of luck to them. And we've got the Clear Lake High School Marching Band director Brandon Borseth. They're doing a tribute to Queen. We've got Bohemian Rhapsody, We Will Rock You, Another One Bites the Dust. Let's take a listen to them. Great tribute to Queen right there from the Clear Lake Marching Band. Good job, guys. Coming in behind them, Mason City Family YMCA. The families and staff are walking. And they have a new CEO. Kim Peng is the new CEO of the Mason City Family YMCA. A great place to bring the whole family to be active. Lots of activities you can do there. Always a good family-friendly place. Here they come, some on skates.
Lots of things to do, whether it's
Oh, yeah.
classes or we always like the swimming lessons with
Yeah.
the kids. Jackie Peterson does a great job with the aquatics program and all the fun things that they have there at the Y, like you mentioned.
Mason City High School Summer Musical. This year's show is the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. That is a great show. I love that
Is
show.
it?
Yes, yes.
I haven't seen that one.
It's a fun one. It's a really fun one. That's going to be coming up on June 21st and 22nd. Come out and see all the local talent. I'm sure it's going to be a very good show. And there they go.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Now, you've got the musical background.
A
You're
little
very
bit.
affiliated with some musicals.
Yeah, a little
that you've
bit. I
done
was
through
in the
years.
Music Man, so I was very familiar with Meredith Wilson and his history. So
Very
it was
cool.
fun. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Prairie Ridge coming in now. Prairie Ridge Integrated Behavioral Health Care. They're celebrating their 50th anniversary.
Awesome.
Yeah. Of course, they provide very important services to the community. And they come in on bikes.
You know, Hugh Jackman now being in the musical
Yes.
of
Broadway
the Music
revival.
Man.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yep.
There's a big push. Wouldn't it be fun to have
Oh my
Hugh
gosh.
Jackman
Yes.
here next year for the
I think we can
Band
get him
Festival
here.
Parade?
I think we can do it.
I've seen people tweeting at him and messaging him, so I know that would be really fun to have him here in River
It'd be
City.
so fun. And he's wanted to play that role forever, so it's
Yeah.
like a dream come true for him, which is super cool too. So that would be awesome to get him here.
Stay tuned on that one.
Yes.
This is still Prairie Ridge moving through here that you're seeing now.
All right, well, one of the highlights of the 58th festival was the 76 Trombones Entourage, led by who else but Meredith Wilson. As described by William J. Peterson, this spectacular unit made up of 203 musicians, including 11 tubas and 11 drums, was selected from 22 of the participating school bands. The last 12 floats in the procession were the special Music Man floats, which told the story of Meredith Wilson's musical comedy hit, The Music Man.
Here we have Quick Care, Urgent Care Clinic offering urgent care services, also sports physicals. Got to get those done before next school year for a lot of kids who want to play in athletics and so forth.
Yeah.
Quick and easy option there. Mohawk Booster Club following behind, featuring Mason City High School's sports teams, a variety from the football team,
And the cheerleaders.
basketball players, baseball players, softball players, basketball players, always.
All kinds.
Yeah. Coaches and teachers following behind here too. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more parade coverage here on My 3.2.
Mic check, test 1, 2. And welcome back. I'm now with the Forest City High School royalty. I've got Emma and Gabe with us. Emma, just talk to me a little bit about what your favorite part of Band Festival is.
Oh, I just like how all the bands come together and we're all kind of like a family, even the band community. Like our band is really close-knit and we're all kind of like one, yeah.
Gabe, you've got your band back there behind you. Which section are you wanting to hear the loudest while you're up here in this car today?
Low brass, specifically tubas.
Specifically tubas, huh?
Tuba.
I love the tuba.
All right, best of luck to both of you guys. Amy Raquel?
All right, let's take a listen to the Forest City High School marching band under the direction of M. Corey Schmidt. playing Night on Bald Mountain from Disney's Fantasia.
Very cool.
Yeah, Class 3A, 95 members in that group.
A&R Concepts coming through. They feature pickups, pulling work trailers. They're a local contracting company providing a variety of services for you.
Seamless gutters. All the rain we've gotten. I'm
Yeah.
sure a few people are checking out those gutters and seeing if they need some new ones these
I
days.
think so.
Full fact 9.
Great day here at the North Iowa Band Festival Parade. And did you know, in 1962, 24th North Iowa Band Festival, aka Music Man Marching Band Competition, the movie version of the Music Man made its premiere at Mason City's Palace Theater on the night of June 19th, 1962. The entire cast of the movie traveled to Mason City for the event, and after premiere party was held at the Hotel Hanford. Bands from all 50 states were invited, which made competition keen.
Awesome. Very cool. Here's Nivik Services, helping people work. This year, their float is vying for the Grand Marshal Award for Best Use of Festival Theme.
Helping people find their way, some
important
naps.
services.
A little music going with that parade float too. They always have the great event Dancing for the Dream, which you helped out with.
I
this
did. That
year.
was so much fun and such a good cause, and
Yeah.
happy to help out. They do great things for the community, for sure.
Great fundraiser. And so many people attend that. That's always great. We have the North Iowa Community Credit Union next. Employees, customers, and their families.
They have a Star Wars theme going on too.
Very
It seems
popular.
yeah, very popular. They've got the Yoda shirts on and whatever this. Oh my gosh,
that's very creative.
That is so
I
cool.
think you can get it. You'll see it here. There's
Chewbacca. Oh, there's Darth Vader.
Darth Vader. That's Darth Vader.
Is that supposed to be Chewbacca and the little
Look at that
zipping
though.
thing? I know.
That's
got,
neat.
I love that.
Huh.
Star Wars, a popular theme this year. There's Chewbacca. That is so creative. Looks like he's having a lot of fun driving around on that.
Oh, the actor who played Chewbacca just recently passed
Yeah.
away, actually.
Yeah.
Not to be Debbie Downer here, but it just made me think of that. Here we have KCMR FM Inspiration radio station.
Celebrating
nice-
40 years of
Yeah.
brightening the lives of North Iowans. Of course, the general manager is Mason City Mayor Bill Schickel.
That's right. We're probably 3/4 of the way through or so with the parade this year.
Yeah. Here we've got, coming up here, Three
Hello.
Rivers Pony Express. It's a fundraising organization that raises money exclusively for the Easter Seals Camp Sunnyside. It's a full access facility in Iowa for children and adults with disabilities. Like the horses coming through.
Yeah, Pony Express
Beautiful.
made their ride through not that long ago either, actually.
No, yeah, it wasn't too long ago at all.
Starting at Lime Creek. And
Mhm. The horses, they're beautiful. What
They
a
really
good day
are.
for a horse ride.
absolutely.
KIMT News 3's George Mallet is big into horses, so I'm sure
Yeah.
he's probably hoping he gets a chance to stop by and see these guys
Oh,
today.
I bet. He had
Uh-huh.
a very nice piece last night
Yeah.
at the 10 o'clock news on Secretariat.
Yeah, he knows all about horses.
He does.
It's fun. It's fun. I've learned a few things from him.
Yeah,
so.
wealth of knowledge, really.
Yes, absolutely. The horses probably enjoying the day. Beautiful day.
And the third and the Triple Crown is coming up, I want to say.
I think
don't
so.
remember. Is it
We'll have to
Belmont
ask
Stakes?
George. George will know.
George will know.
Oh.
And we got the Pooper Scooper.
Gotta have that when there's
Gotta.
horses involved.
Somebody's got to do that job.
Getting a round of applause, too.
Good work.
That's
Good
an
work.
important job.
Oh, too funny.
Very important job when there's live animals. All right. The Stampede Sports Bar and Grill, one of Mason City's newest restaurants and bars. They have space for large and small gatherings. I know KIMT News 3's Brian Tabak is a big fan of Stampedes. He says they have very good food, so I haven't been. But I'll take his word for it. Believe Brian.
Oh, yeah, I've swung in a couple
Yeah.
times. Always Always a nice time, good people, good food.
Yeah.
Do a nice job. Here we have Stampedes.
There we go.
Yeah.
Here they come. And a nice inflatable beer mug right on
Somebody's
top
dressed
there.
up on the back.
Yeah.
Just down the street, so.
Yeah. It's got
stop
daily
in and have a bite
specials,
to eat.
deliveries, Sports Bar and Grill.
I am getting a little hungry. It's probably
I
getting
know.
close to lunchtime, isn't it?
Probably getting there, yes. Riding in the back of the truck.
Ah, here comes Smithfield Foods in their
On
truck.
Sunday, there's events going on as well. 9 a.m. the outdoor worship service. Then from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. the marketplace will be open. And then noon to 8, of course, the carnival and concessions will be going on. And it's wristband day that day as well.
Ooh, very popular.
Yeah.
The carnival stays open through Monday, too.
Okay, so lots of time to get out there and enjoy it.
Yep. Smithfield Foods is next. As you were starting to talk about that, I was still watching some truck that was just swinging around. Maybe he'll make another round. It was kind of like a Shriners deal. But
I
it was on a
missed it.
truck. Here he comes. I can hear him.
Oh, yes, here we go.
Oh, my
Here we
gosh.
go. The Smithfield truck.
There he is.
They're in the running for the Mr. Toot Award for the best use of the festival theme. Here they come. They've got the little pig.
You know the song?
I can't think of it. What is it?
Come on, Raquel. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine.
That's what it is. I knew it sounded familiar. Couldn't quite place it. There we go. Now I know. Yeah.
You take me by the heart, take me by the hand. Something like that.
Something like that.
I'm not going to sing.
No. Having a good time. There's the pig waving to the crowd. Here comes Alpha Orthodontics. They have locations all across our area, Mason City, Blue Earth, and Albert Lee. Got something in the back there.
They do, ready to pass out
Yes.
something.
Looks.
Yeah, they have to kind of walk past us, again, in that no candy, no throwing anything zone.
Looks like they've got something fun to throw out coming up here. All right, well, back in 1985 and 1986, the festival was switched to a fall date, but then in 1987, it was returned to its traditional spring format for the first Saturday in June. That meant that in the 1986-87 school year, there were 2 festivals, one in October of 1986 and one in June of 1987. This was the first time that one school year experienced 2 festivals. Half century after it all began, the festival was still experiencing firsts. Well, that's interesting. That had been a fun year to get to do it twice in your school year. How cool.
I think I like it in the spring.
Yeah, it's a good way to kick off, end of spring. Summer's starting pretty soon here. School's getting out. Good way to kickstart the season.
Royalties marching with band.
All right.
Next up, Lake Mills High School royalty, and they're actually marching with the band today. You see that every so often. The Queen Elizabeth Hagel and King Aaron Mathis.
Elizabeth's going to attend the University of Northern Iowa. She wants to major in either nursing or communications. And Aaron plans to attend Waldorf to study music therapy and participate in communications, theater, and music. And of course, they are both marching with their band, which is pretty cool.
It is. They put on quite a performance as they're preparing down the street here. You know why that's why they want to be a part of the band, is they're going to be doing Dancing Through the Light, Defying Gravity, music from Broadway show Wicked. So it'll be pretty cool.
Take another look at our sponsors there, Midwest Construction and Mercy One North Iowa. Big thank you to them.
Lake Mills High School Marching Band Director Nate Sletton, Class 2A, 57 members. Meredith Wilson Award winner at the North Iowa Band Festival for the past 12 years. 12 years.
Pretty impressive there.
Here they come. we're going to go to Caleb really quick here.
Well, I'm here with Libby, and Libby, you guys have won it the last 4 years. Can you do it again this year?
Yes.
All right, she's busy conducting a simple yes. Lake Mills looking to make it 5 years in a row as the Band Festival champions. Amy and Raquel.
Yeah, let's keep listening and watching. It's pretty impressive. Wow, Lake Mills High School Marching Band, always a fan favorite, really.
Wicked. They had the Wicked Witch. They had Glinda. The girls dressed as the Flying Monkeys. Very fun. They definitely got into it. I love it.
They did. Great job by all of the bands today.
Yeah.
They've just been fantastic.
Very impressive. Very, very impressive.
Making it a tough competition for those judges. And the parade moves on. Here we have the Salvation Army.
I'm going to toss it over to Caleb.
Caleb, who do you have?
All right, well, I've got Madison here. Madison, you go to Lake Mills. You hope to be here in my shoes one of these days, holding this microphone, talking about the Band Festival Parade. But just talk to me about, what has your favorite part been so far?
Oh, watching our band, and they're pretty good, and hoping to bring home Meredith Wilson for a couple of years straight.
When I talked to Libby, that you guys have won the Band Festival Parade for the last 4 years. What would it mean to you and the school, even though you're not part of the band, if you could win it this year again?
It would probably be pretty cool if we can win it. Our band does really good. They've been practicing all week out, and it would be cool to bring home that trophy again.
All right, perfect. Thank you. Go enjoy the rest of the parade. There you have it from Madison. Amy, Raquel, back to you.
All right, thank you. Yeah, that Meredith Wilson, it's an overall award, best award of all the classes. So and they've won that a dozen times.
Wow.
And then, of course, their own individual 5 years running now on
Wow,
their
very
class.
impressive. Very impressive.
Yeah, so Salvation Army moving through all the great things they do for the community in times of need and disaster.
And here's M&M Auto Services. Their entry features vehicles for sale and also their bus. They're located in Manly. That's a cool little
new addition to the parade this year.
Okay.
Welcome to them.
Yeah.
That is a neat car.
It is very cool. Love the color.
Hy-Vee following close behind with the Kids Fit truck. The Kids Fit Club, adults and children, are handing out some fun items today for that.
Yeah.
We've got a full speaker system and microphone on the back of the truck. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back with more parade coverage.
Welcome back to our live coverage of the North Iowa Band Festival Parade. The North Iowa Christian School rolling through here. They are wearing tool belts? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I see some of them
Yeah.
with some hard hats and such. You know, they just had that groundbreaking $1.2 million project, a gym, classrooms, office space, more preschool programs and such will just make it nice to have more space for them at the North Iowa Christian School.
What an exciting time for them. That is very cool.
Pretty excited addition with that groundbreaking just happening not that long ago. Here we have Larry Elwood Construction and the Wicked Warning Light System. And yes, that is my husband's truck.
Is he behind the wheel? Yeah.
I think so, yeah. You know, we get lots of comments. You've seen those commercials on KIMT and all the Larry Elwood Construction commercials. Lots of comments there. My son Trayton on the back. I better wave to him. He's enjoying being in the parade today. My daughter Maddie was marching in the Newman Band. Hey, Trayton. Custom Modular Homes by Elwood, Larry Elwood Construction. And they push a lot of snow.
They say busy.
They
this year they had a busy year.
Very busy season. Very busy season. So they've even got a few snow plows out. I know people don't want to think about snow right now, but
no, I guess
got to be prepared.
Anything can happen. We know that all too well.
Lots of fun. There's a way to go. Little ride. Ride through the parade.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I hear more comments about those commercials on
The
KIMT.
commercials, I think they're very memorable.
They are.
They're funny.
They are funny.
They
Our
are.
sales team at KIMT does a great job. Here's Exit Realty.
Look at their little smart car. Is that what, I think that's a smart car.
Yeah, that is a smart car. Zelda Elwood and Brian Carlson and all the realtors with Exit Realty. Fun little spin, little ride to take around the block.
Looks like it. Looks like it. And then coming in right now, we've got Holt & Sons Sanitation. That is the first year that they're under the new name. And of course it is a family business, as you can tell by that name. So always good to keep it in the family.
Yeah, somebody's got to pick up the garbage and take care of those things. So we appreciate those folks who do that.
Very important job. Sometimes doesn't get enough thank you. So
no, somebody
big
has
thanks
to do
them.
it.
Exactly.
All right, well, I'm here with Hara. Hara, there's only a couple of floats left in the parade. If you had to choose a favorite one or a favorite band for that matter, what would be your favorite so far?
Forest City.
Forest City, and why were they your favorite?
I just like the costumes. And they're good at playing. Yeah.
All right, perfect. We'll enjoy the rest of the parade. Amy Raquel, back to you.
I think that's a good choice.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to choose, though.
They're all so good.
All so good, yes. North Iowa Fair Association, rather, and the North Iowa Event Center.
We've got the North Iowa Fair Queen, Emily Shattuck, and Little and Junior Miss from North Iowa Fair. Of course, this year's fair runs July 18th through the 21st. It's crazy that that's coming up already.
It is. Wow, it'll be fair season all across the area.
Yep. May went by very fast. We're already towards the end of it. It did. It flew by.
The Nightmare Haunted Hike.
Ooh. That sounds fun.
It does.
A Halloween attraction.
Says they have some big changes, so
yeah,
that's fun to check out.
Formerly known as the Haunted Hike. They have a new name.
Okay.
That sounds really fun.
And they have a band.
And they have a spooky bus. Very spooky bus. You see some creepy hands peeking out. Some heads.
Located in Clear Lake on South Shore Drive, the Nightmare.
Fun Halloween attraction to check out for sure.
Here we have Yanko, an entry featuring the Ready Mix truck. Concrete is their game. Lots of their workers with the Yan Company.
We've got a big group walking with them today. It's always cool to see these vehicles up close. So they're handing out they've got candy to hand out too as soon as they get past the no candy zone.
And to wrap things up, I mean, we're really at the end here.
Wow.
We have Masonite Architectural, and that's formerly Graham Designs and Manufactures Doors. So there we have Masonite.
Masonite, very cool. A lot of cool floats, a lot of cool entries.
What a great parade it has been.
Has been a perfect, beautiful day for it.
We'll be right back to wrap things up from the parade. Stay with us.
Welcome back.
Yeah, what a great parade.
It has
Beautiful
been.
weather. Lots of fun, don't you think, Caleb?
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun. I mean, this was my first one,
Yeah.
so I had no idea what to expect. But I mean, I was really pleased, only having my hometown parade to judge this off of.
Yeah.
So this was really nice.
It is. It's always a fun event. Very talented musicians,
For sure.
our local students. So it's very fun to see that.
Such a great musical tradition for all of North Iowa. So thank you so much for joining us here on My 3.2 and KIMT.com. And a big thank you to our sponsors, Mercy One, North Iowa, and Midwest Construction. We could not do this without them. So thank you very much. And that does it. That's a wrap on the 81st North Iowa Band Festival Parade for Raquel, Caleb, and myself. Have a great day and a great holiday weekend.
It's the kind of entertainment that we want in the United States.
I never thought I'd live to see all those bands.
Nothing can top the show that Mason City put on today.
Thank you for watching KIMT's live coverage of the 81st North Iowa Band